everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Veronica. Thank you so much for clicking the link to watch my video. Let's get started with today's video. Alright, so please excuse my ghostly face. I have primed and I actually set my primer, something I don't do often, but I wanted to try it out to see if it would make a difference. And my scarf is on, typical. So I'm going to be trying out the Fiona Stiles Matte Finish Foundation Concentrate. I actually got this off of Ulta.com. I got this and the matching concealer, so we're going to go ahead and do a first impressions on this. I'm actually surprised. I don't know if this is going to be my color. This is the darkest one, and it was actually on sale for $7.50. I was shocked because I'm surprised. Normally Ulta has sales, but for foundation to be that cheap, that means this is probably going away or it's not selling. But either way, I was like, I don't care, let me try it, because you guys know I'm the queen of making foundations work. Even if they're not my color, whether they're too dark, too light, I know how to make it work. So I don't like doing that, but I'm gonna go ahead and try this out. Let me see if it has any claims. Okay, it actually has really good reviews on Ulta.com, if you guys can see that. It has a lot of stars. So, let's see. It claims to be a matte finish foundation that is lightweight,
concentrates that absorbs oil, camouflages imperfections, delivers a long-lasting velvet matte finish. Highly pigmented formula blends effortlessly to create a soft focus effect on skin, delivering a dimensional velvet matte finish that never looks flat.
Whew, that's a lot. So I'm going to be using my L'Oreal sponge. It is my favorite sponge, and I'm also going to be using a brush as well. This fluffy brush from, I think this is Juvia's Place. Yes, I love their brushes. So I'm just going to go ahead and pump this out. I hope this is my color. I kind of hope it oxidizes. It looks a little light, but it matches my chest, but I hope it oxidizes. So I'm going to go ahead and pump this. Whoa. But actually, this bottle is deceiving. It comes out darker. So this is my exact skin tone, which is awesome. It almost looks a little dark, but we'll see. I think I might have pumped too much because it says it's very pigmented. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and go in with a brush first and then go over it with my beauty sponge, just because that's the same technique I always use, and I feel like I don't want to shear this out. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. It's definitely, I don't know, I wouldn't say this is full coverage. I would definitely say this is medium, but we'll see if it's buildable because I'm going to put a little bit more on. So the bottom half of my face looks good on camera. In person, it looks good. It's definitely lightweight. This is perfect. I'm wondering if this is a good foundation to wear when you're going to like Florida, where it's like humid and nothing stays on your skin. So my acne scar is not exactly covered. It's a little bit covered from far away, but let's put a little bit more. Going with my sponge now. I'm just gonna blend it out. Okay, so this is the foundation. I still think it's a little shiny. Let me zoom in a little bit more. I still think it's a little shiny, but we'll see if it's going to set over time. So now I'm going to try the full cover perfect finish concealer. I'm looking again on my Ulta app. Is it gone? Oh, there it is. Looking again on my Ulta app, and I actually, this is on sale too. I got it for $6. So let's see what it claims to be. Claims to be a full cover perfect finish concealer, buildable high coverage concealer that hides the most stubborn imperfections. It said concealer a lot. It's a lightweight yet concentrated formula, basically the same thing. It claims to cover dark spots, blemishes, scars, streaking or settling into fine lines or pores, which is really good for me because I have started to develop smile lines, probably because I smile so big. It was only a matter of time. It says it has a natural finish. So it comes in a little jar like this. And by the way, I forgot to talk about the packaging. The packaging is really cool. I did have a hard time trying to put the lid back on because it doesn't quite fit. I don't know. There we go. It takes me a little bit to put the packaging on, but it's definitely very heavy glass. So this concealer that goes with it has the same exact packaging. Alright, that took a little bit of arm strength to get it open. I got the shade, good thing that Ulta still has this on there. Let's see, number 9 is the shade Tawny. This reminds me of the LA Girl Pro Concealer color, so that's good in regards to color, because that means it should be my concealer color, but we'll see. I'm gonna really go in because I like to go in with my concealer, so I'm definitely gonna go in. Oh wow. I was expecting this to be a little bit drier than what it is, so that's a plus. Just gonna kind of blend it down so it's not streaky in some areas. So I'm gonna go ahead and blend my bottom chin out. Oh no, it's kind of hard to blend, which makes me nervous. Kind of have to drag it a little bit, which I don't like to do. But it's not a creamy concealer, like the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. It's not that consistency, but it's not dry either. But it makes me nervous because I don't want it to leave lines. Okay, so that looks okay. Let's go ahead and blend out the mouth area. And then let's go ahead and blend this eye. I think it does fine with a beauty blender or a beauty sponge. I never remember the name of the sponge, I call it whatever. Alright, so it's pretty much blended out. I thought it blended out okay. It's definitely not a matte concealer, it's a natural finish, so I do feel a little shiny. I'm gonna go ahead and set my face and then I will be right back. So I went ahead and finished my entire face with this foundation, unraveled my hair. Overall, I think this foundation looks good. It definitely is not a flat matte like it claims. It kind of leaves me, I mean, I know I highlighted so I have a little bit of shine on the right spots, but it's definitely more velvety, I would say even satin matte finish. It's not a matte that makes your face feel matte, you know what I mean? Like Becca, the Everpore primer matte, it doesn't feel tight. It just kind of feels, I don't even know how to explain it. It feels like an everyday foundation. The concealer I kind of like, but as you can see, I'm used to the Tarte Cosmetics Shape Tape Concealer. So once you go there, you can't go back. So for me, nothing is full coverage like it claims. I don't feel like this concealer was full coverage. I think you have to build it to be full coverage. I had to do touch spots quite a bit in this area, my inner corner, because the concealer kept moving. But like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and wear my face throughout the day and we'll see how long this lasts. The coverage I think is great. It's definitely buildable and I don't feel it on my skin, so I do believe it is lightweight. So let's see how long it lasts and I will check back in with you guys a little bit later. So let's talk about my final thoughts. I think the foundation is very pigmented. I think it blends out very well. My only thing is that it doesn't look like the color of the packaging, so this is darker than what the packaging is showing. I don't think it's really a matte. To be honest, I feel like it's more of a satin matte, if that. It was still pretty dewy when I put on the foundation initially. Maybe I'm just used to a flat matte, so I'm used to it being like matte. But when you're oily, you need something that's gonna be super matte. So I don't know. I like this foundation, but I don't know how often. Like if I had an event, I don't know if I would wear this because I need it to be as matte as possible, if that makes sense. It did separate around my mouth, but like I said, that has become my new problem area. Moving on to the concealer, the full coverage, perfect finish concealer. I didn't really like this. I do think it was, I would say medium coverage. I don't think it's full coverage. Full coverage to me is like the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. That is full coverage, nothing is penetrating. I feel like this is more of a medium and you do have to build it. I had to touch up a lot of spots right here in my inner circle a few times, not throughout the day, but when I first put it on. I know it says to pat with your finger, but you should be able to blend it out with a sponge. That's essentially a smoother finger. So I didn't like how long it took to blend this out. In some areas I felt like it was hard to blend it out. You had to like drag it. So maybe that's why you have to use your finger, but I'm not a finger girl, so that did not come out right. I am not someone who likes to blend out her concealer with a finger or a paddle brush. That's not me. To be honest, I don't know if I would recommend either of these products for you. If you do have oily skin, I would say it's something for $7.50. If you want to try it out, no harm, no foul, especially the foundation. But is it something that I'd be like, oh my gosh, you gotta get this? No. I know it has a lot of good reviews on Ulta.com, but I don't really think, I don't know, I feel like it might be hyped up just a little bit. It does photograph beautifully though, so I will say that. I was shocked. I was very shocked. So that concludes my review video for today. I hope you guys liked my final thoughts. Hopefully this video made sense and I wasn't all over the place, because that's always the goal. Thank you guys so much for watching, for subscribing, and for leaving your awesome comments that you guys have been leaving lately. I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye!